Well, hello, my friends. It's Katie Rubin, your friendly neighborhood modern mystic, energy healer, divine light channel, and all-around sassy woo purveyor. Sure. I've been sitting here in your Akashic records. People have been asking me a lot lately, what does it mean? How can you be in my Akashic records if this is like a group reading? How does that work? And the way we're taught when we learn to read the Akashic records is that one can read the records of, any group, any individual, anything really with a consciousness or an address, like a physical address on the earth. So y'all, the group of folks who watch my videos and or will watch my videos, that is a group. Now, even though I understand that rationally, we don't know who's coming in and out of that group, and we don't exactly know who those individuals are. In the realm of consciousness, things work trans-rationally. Things work beyond the normal 3D ways of functioning. So when I say to the divine, please deepen me into the Akashic records, well, I use the prayer, so I'm saying very specific words, but basically I'm saying, please deepen me into the records of everyone who watches these videos and will watch them. Consciousness is aware of who y'all are. It just is. And it can't get it wrong because it knows all the things. It is all the things. It is knowingness itself. So I hope that's helpful if anyone's been curious. So, all right, I have pulled your 3-card spread. I'm very hot right now because I've been sort of like, I told myself today I wanted to steep in your records. I want to get in there and just steep like a tea bag in hot water. And so I'm very meh. All right, so the recent past, we have the Ride the Wave card. I feel like we've seen that card a lot lately. Current moment, very interesting card. Storm fields. What? We have actual rain here lately, so metaphors are real. Outcome is the commitment card. Interesting stuff. Let's see what the fantastic Colette Baron-Reid of the Enchanted Oracle Math has to say. So, Ride the Wave. Right now, success, this is our recent past, is easy and effortless. You can be assured that you're entering a time when you can ride the wave of abundance. Isn't that lovely? The tide has turned and you can put your surfing skills to the test. Everything that you know, all your talents coupled with your hopes and dreams will carry you forward. People and circumstances have come out of the ocean of potential and possibility to take shape in a wave of spectacular activity. Know that you're definitely on the right path. I remember now the presence of this card in some recent past readings because this sentence is so bold. Know that you're definitely on the right path. I don't know about you, but there's not a lot of stuff that I'm definitely on the right, like sure I'm right about, except for like when I'm reading for people, then they show me a lot of clarity. But even then, things change. People have free will. Colette Baron-Reid says, know that you are definitely on the right path in your recent past. Okay. Now you've been doing all that, and we get to this present moment we're sitting in, which is the storm fields. And the words at the top say, this too shall pass. Don't panic. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. This is the important part about this card. I always need this part a lot when I get this card. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. Enough said. Colette Baron-Reid has said it all. And the result of this, you've been riding the wave, abundant stuff, you definitely are on the right path in the recent past, bringing you to this moment of like, well, shit's being stirred up, but not all storms are bad. Brings us to commitment. And let's see what that speaks to here in this outcome position. Commitment. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul, for sure. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. Isn't that good news? I feel like a lot of times when we're doing a 3-card spread, we're in a retrograde, and everything in a retrograde is like, don't make commitments. Make sure not to commit. No contracts, no computers, no commitment. This one's like, commit, bitch. The commitment card also indicates a natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Did you hear that? Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with Spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. I hear that as saying, always put Spirit first, no matter what commitments you're looking at making or not making, and allow that relationship to inform who you're being inside the commitments you're making outside of that relationship. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. So it's kind of like, I'm getting that, like, around the corner, you're going to be confronted with someone who's like, yeah, let's do this. And you're going to have to go, okay, am I doing this? It's a good time to do this. My connection with Spirit is strong. I feel like it's a yes. Okay, let's do it. Commitment aces. So you were definitely on the right path in the recent past. Shit's getting a little stormy weathers, but that's good. The crops, the ground, the dirt, tilling the soil, nature, weather. And the outcome? Commitment. It's time. God, what a pretty card. This is a new deck, a new version of this deck. I really like that image. And remember, this card talks about either a literal or a metaphoric marriage. That could be a work marriage. That can be a romance marriage. It can be all kinds of marriage. So don't lock it in too tight. You want to keep it open. Who knows what that refers to? You know, because you're in your life. I'm over here living my life with this dog on my lap. Come on. The cuteness. If you're in need through the holiday season of a space to be held and comforted and nurtured, but also activated, cleared, awakened, and aligned, my next highest level healing class begins this coming Sunday, the 28th. Let's just be real. Is it the 28th or the 29th? Dates and I, not always. It's the 28th. I did it right. So Sunday the 28th begins my next 7-week series of healing class. In this class, each week we meet for 2 weeks on Sunday. Sorry. We meet 2 weeks for 7 weeks. Track that one. We meet for 2 hours each Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 California time, 1 to 3 Eastern time. And we do a lot of very powerful work. This time around, you'll receive a divine light healing each time, which is very powerful. You'll receive training on how to use EFT tapping effectively to clear your trauma and to get yourself through the stressful time of the holidays. And you'll receive training in what the 4th step of the 12 steps of recovery is. We're going to apply the 4th step conceptually, mentally, and emotionally to your current life challenges. I find that the 4th step is an incredible tool of self-empowerment and actualization, particularly when combined with your ability to clear your emotions around the things you're needing to be self-empowered around, and as aligned with the divine light activation and healing work. So it's going to be a friggin' powerhouse of a class. 7 weeks. We start November 28th. It's the same price as always, $475 for the 7 weeks. We've got 7 people in class. I can take 2 or 3 more, probably. So hop on in if you're curious. We'd love to have you. I love you guys. Take good care of yourselves. Be well.